Welcome back to the part 2 of this video tutorial on the inventory management system for marine industry. Just to inform you that this template can be used for other industries, but the niche here is that it is used to maintain inventory that will be used to manage or repair assets like vessels, vehicles, and the rest of them, and also to maintain inventory lists for HSC and whatever inventory that be used by the staff of the company. So it mustn't be in a marine company, but we are using a marine company to explain how this template works. So here I'll be showing you the entry interface that will enable you to key in your records, and also the interface that will enable you to view the report. Before we key in the entries, let's look at the dashboard. I've entered a lot of inventory lists that are typical for a marine company, but you will see the snacks inclusive in this inventory list to explain how our entries in the part 1 worked. So let's go to dashboard. Now the dashboard, you see a lot of tables on the dashboard. I'll just explain the tables and how they work. First of all, you will see the first table. This table is called available items. So what you just need to do is to come to here and refresh your dashboard. Now it shows you all the inventory lists that have available stock in your shelf or in your storage racks. Okay, now so we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items that have available stock. Now this second table shows you the top 5 available items. You want to see out of let's say 100 list or 1,000 list of stock, you see the top 5 items that have the more stock in your warehouse. This table shows you just that. This other table shows you the bottom 5 available items. I want to see the 5 items out of 1,000 list that have the list of the quantities available. This table shows you just that. Then this other section up here, items to order, we have 498 items in our system that needs to be reordered. We have 1 item that is at reorder level. We now have 4 items that are above the order level, and this table here shows items to reorder. You scroll down, you see a whole list of items that needs to be reordered from our suppliers. You can go down the bottom and you just see a whole lot of them. You can see our hamburger is just at the bottom because there is no stock available for the hamburger. You can see a whole lot of them here to reorder. Whenever you reorder any of these items, they will leave this list. Now we have some filters here. Now this list is up to 500 or more, so it could be quite cumbersome going down, scrolling down to look for an item. You can filter them with these filters, either by category or by their first letter for the product name. Now this filter will not work unless you go back here and enable filters. Once you enable filters, the filters will work. So I want to see, I'm looking for a machine part, a machine. Let's come to M. Okay, I have manifold, main gasket. Okay, I can just narrow the search to a category. Now I want to find gearbox. So I have only one gearbox category that starts with M, which is marine gearbox. Now there's an item here. Alright, so you can just click here to clear the filter. Now I want to see all my fenders at the category. You click, you have only one fender available. I want to see all PPE. You have overall, helmet, hand gloves, and the rest of them. I want to see all lubric. This is what you have. Okay, and it filters the alphabet, the first letter in the product name. So this is quite a nice filter to use to enable you quickly locate an inventory item that you are looking for, instead of just going down and wasting office time in looking for a particular item. And if it's not here, then it means that item is above the order level. You can just clear this filter and we are good to go. Alright, this is how the dashboard works. It just shows you at a glance a summary of what is going on in your warehouse. Now we'll go back to home and we move straight to the inventory balance. This is the warehouse that gives you a report on how they are performing. Now we have a lot of columns here. You have the product name, product maker, product category, the other level that we've set up, the current level. This means this is the current available stock for these items. We have the difference between the other level and the current items, and there's a report showing you above, below, or at another level. Then these two columns is just calculating your average inventory cost. This is per year and this is per month based on your setup. Remember, I told you on the setup page, you need to set up the month you're working on and the year you're working on. This is important for this place. Now, the figures here are just sample figures I use, so they're not correct, as you can see. So if you put in the correct figures, it automatically updates the average unit cost for this product per year and per month. That is what this particular column does for you. This is your warehouse that shows you at a glance, where the warehouse manager or the store manager, you can see how their stock are performing, and you know that you're supposed to reorder a particular item. Now the MD or the general manager could ask you for a report, and just make a copy of this report, and you can even do more analysis. You can send it to the accounts department. Just click on this icon, make a copy. Once you do that, you've made a copy. Just come to and look at this is the copy you've made. Now this copy, you can now work on this copy because it's not locked. You can do whatever you want to do with this copy as an accountant, as the store manager. You can even analyze this one more for more report you want to give to your management. So you can save the particular copy and send to the person that's requesting you for the warehouse report. Okay, so you come back to the main system itself. This is how unique this particular interface is. Come back home. Let's look at the physical stock count. Now at the end of a particular period, let's say the end of the month, end of the year, you want to do your stock count, you can do that and you enter it here. You don't need to go and create a separate Excel sheet to enter your stock count. Now you have your product items that are all here, and you have the list of the balances from all these product items. Now what you need to do is to come here and enter the physical count after your stock taking. For example, I counted 1,301 items. You see the report is giving you SS. Here I counted 755. We have SS. Here I'm counting 1459. We have shortage. I'm counting 1,000. We have balance. So this is just what you need to do, and then just count your stock. Now here you can just type in the reason for your balance, for the difference. Anyway, you can just say one was issued out without entry. So you can type in the reason for the variance and you print and send to your management. Now we have another column here. Check previous balance. It's just nothing so important, but just if you want to check the balance at 2 days ago or 5 days ago, or as of last month, just type in the date. Let's say 9th October 17, and see gives you the balance as of that date. Particular, you can see these two products, we have this balance, but this ones there's no balance at that date that we've typed in this particular column. Now once you are done entering all these details, enter your stock count on this column, then enter your reason for the variance. These other items, the update from your database and gives you this report, but you need to enter in your physical stock count at when you are doing the count. Now these dates are automatic, they are actually the date of the count. You can now make a copy and send to your management or to the accounts for them to do their stock valuation at the end of the month and post into their accounting software. Okay, once you made your copy, let's look at the copy we've made. This is the copy we've made. With this, you can now send this to the accounts department. They know what to do with it. They'll do their stock valuation with this. This is the physical balance, and they can do their calculations, and they can even set a new column for stock valuation based on the method they're using. It could be first in, first out, or average weighted cost of the items, and they will post the stock balance into the accounting package they're using at the end of the month or at the end of the year. So this is how you do your inventory count with this particular inventory template. Now we'll come back to home, and what I need to show you again before we go to how to enter inventory is show you the ledgers. Now the ledgers is just to check or track items that you are supplied to you from your suppliers, or items that you issued to various departments. So you just come and reset. Reset clears the ledger items from this particular interface. So you can filter by date, by month, by year, by category. I want to see only snacks. Let me see the snacks I purchased and the snacks I issued out. Filter. Nothing will appear because there is no purchase of snacks yet. I want to see construction materials. Filter. Now it gives you all that were purchased from this category. We have oil filter, fuel filter from this category. Now you can filter based on product name. I want to filter only oil filter donating. You can see I have just this purchased from McInnes Tech and issued also to MV Montana, a vessel. So this shows you what happened with oil filter donating. So you can just filter your transactions here to check whatever you want to check. Now this interface can be customized further depending on what you want to look at for when viewing your transactions. You can also extend it to include other items that you want to see from the database. You can also filter all your items from the database, and it gives you everything that you want to see. If I want to filter everything from the database, just come here and make sure all these criteria are blank. You click on filter. It shows you exactly every transaction that have taken place in this database, and you can also clear by resetting the interface. Now you can also copy the database for backup in case you want to back it up in a separate location. You can copy this and save separately and send to your management so they have a backup in case anything happens to the system. Just copy the database. Now this has created another workbook for you. It's copied everything in your database from the beginning to date. Okay, so you can now save this separately and send to the account for them to keep a copy of these transactions to avoid loss of data or anything happen to the system. You can just have a backup for the database, and which can be uploaded back if there's any issue with your computer that we're housing this particular template. Alright, so we'll go back to our main template and go back home. So with that, these are basic reports that we need to see in this template. But there's one more that I need to show you. It's called reports. Okay, here is just showing reports based on usage. Now this first table shows you the assets that have used a particular inventory material, like MV Montana is a vessel, used fuel filter on 10th of October. MV Montana used L filter and oil filter on the 9th of October, and this is the quantity that was used. On this next table, we have usage by department. We have vessel, HSC, operations, fleet. It will list out all departments that have used various inventory items and the date they used the items and what quantity was issued out to those departments. And this last table shows you the suppliers who supplied what, and on what date were they supplied, and the quantity that was supplied. Now, if you want us to customize more to have the amount or the cost of these supplies, we can customize for you. This is basically for a store department, and the account to take care of the amount part, but we can also add those figures here to give you a full detail of what happened with your stock items. Now, these are filters. Now, if you have a whole list of transactions for a month or a year, as the case may be, you can filter them by month, you can filter them by date, you can filter them by assets. Okay, I'll come back to this this interface when we've entered in some transactions. I'll come back home. Now, the final thing I'll show you on this system is how to receive your inventory items and how to issue out your inventory item. Now, to receive, we'll come to record incoming items. We'll go there. Now you meet this particular interface. Now the login, current user is admin that's logged in. So we type in the date. Today is 12th of October 2017. Supplier is Marine Logistics Limited. Transaction, we have purchases. Then what are we purchasing? We are purchasing this. We are purchasing this. Purchasing this. Now you can see current level is 0. I have nothing in those stock. You can purchase more items. You can add, if the invoice has up to 10 items, you can post them at once. Now the ref could be an invoice number, a VBA number, or a position number, or an LPO number. Just put in a ref that can reference particular transactions. I just put in a virtual reference. I'm purchasing 800, 15 quantity, and let's say 750. In price, just put in an amount here. Okay, then you post. This is a control. Are you sure these entries are correct? You need to be sure before you finalize. Once you finalize, you can only correct by way of posting a journal to correct that entry. So just say yes, I'm sure the entries are correct. Okay. So once you do that, the items have been posted. Okay, we'll come back home and go to our dashboard and you refresh. Now once you refresh, you can see the items list have expanded. The category, we have machine engine here now. Okay, and the item to order, the items at order level has increased. This is what we've done. We have scan flow filter 800 now. Okay, we have valve spring small inner 750. All right, so we have that. Let's go back and receive more products. Let's enter the date. The ref, if any. Now you need to I didn't mention this in the first time. You need to enter a requesting department just for control. Let's say the account is requesting for some snacks. Okay, I don't have the supplier here. Just come back here and enter supplier automatically. Let's say we have Beauty Bite snacks. Supplier. Okay, so we have a supplier now. We come here and put beauty buy snacks, transactions, purchases. What are we trying to purchase? We go down and pick the hamburger. We want 150 pieces of hamburger at 170 each. Then you post. So once you do that, item has been posted. Go back to home, dashboard, refresh. You can see the hamburger, we have 150. Let's go to our warehouse and see what is there in the warehouse. Come to your warehouse and see the hamburger and what is there. Right. Now to end this tutorial, we'll just show you how to issue out these items to the user department or to the vessels that want to be maintained. So we go to record outgoing items. Okay, the interface is the same thing with when you are receiving the product. You come here, type in today's date, 12th of October 2017. Asset to be maintained. We have MV Montana, MV Bontina, MV correct. We want to maintain MV correct. So what we need is we need oil filter. So we have this quantity available. We want to issue just 10, and we'll have this quantity remaining. Okay, now if there's any reference number, maybe will be at the rest at the case may be, or vision number, just put in the number there. Okay, now who is using this as inventory? Now who wants to use this inventory? We have the vessel department, that's the vessel itself. Enter it there. Now are you assigning a cost to the vessel department? If yes, fine. If no, make it and leave it empty. Just assign an arbitrary cost here, 75 as the cost of issuing this particular item. Then you post. Now you can post as the vessel could request for more than one item, or you can post all at the same time, as long as the same transactions for that particular vessel. Okay. So once this is done, we can just go back to, let's issue out the burger itself. Issuing to accounts. No asset to maintain. Okay. Let's give them 100. Let's sell the cost of 170 as the cost. Now post. Now I said please select the asset to be maintained. Now you know this system is basically for marine company and not for snacks. Okay, so we just put in something here, or just add a new asset. Okay, let's just add an arbitrary asset. Let's just say no asset. I'll call this staff. No maker, nothing, just a post. Now this does not happen in the view sense, just for us to explain this particular interface. So just click on no asset, because you must put in something here for this system to post. Okay, just say post. Okay, once you do that, that is done. Now for the purpose of clarity, if you are issuing an inventory item to HSC or to fleet or to any department that will not be using it to maintain a particular asset, all you need to do is just to select no asset. Okay, so you just use that to post the particular item. The important thing is that the department receiving it will be captured and the report will be shown. But if the inventory is to maintain a particular asset, then you must select the asset or you enter a new asset if it is not in this list. Alright, go back home. Let us see our reports and see what happens here. Go to refresh dashboard. Of course, in your dashboard by now, the product would have dropped. So we have the hamburger has reduced to 50. Okay. Alright, we go back home. Go to your report. Now in the report, we are seeing the asset maintained. We have MV Botina as shown before. We now have MV Correct. MV Correct use oil filter, 10 oil filters on the 12th of October. Now we issued that hamburger. There was no asset to maintain here on the 12th of October. And if you come to your right, you see the accounts received hamburger on the 12th of October and vessel received oil filter on the 12th of October. Now you come back again to your right and you see all the suppliers that supplied various items and the dates they supplied those items. See Beauty Bite Snacks, the 12th of October supplied 150 hamburger. Now this is the niche in this system. It helps you monitor at a glance what's going on in your business. Now I want to filter based on dates. Enable filters. Okay, I select this and this. Now it shows us just 2 dates on the 9th and the 10th of October. These are the transactions that happened based on this vessel. So you can select a range of dates by holding the shift button with this and pressing on the date on this particular filter button here. That is how you can select range of dates to track what happened within those dates. Alright, with this that is all for this template. If there are any questions, you can ask our team and they will explain further. This template can be customized further to meet your specific needs based on what you want to achieve. You can customize this template to achieve all and to track all that can be achieved. Now before I end, let me just point out this to you that you can set up different user limits. For example, I have let's look at edit users. Okay, let's say 1. I already have Femi Cooker and this is the password of Femi Cooker. Now Femi can only see or use the inventory out sheet, inventory in sheet and the inventory warehouse. He cannot see more than these 3 worksheets in this template. Now you can also edit here and change what Femi can have access to, or you can add a new staff into your database by using this interface to put in the staff name, select the department, the position, and you key in the staff record. And once you've added a new staff, you can now set the staff to be using the system by setting staff users. From your staff name, you select, let's select Ivan Organero. Okay, you give a password to Ivan and you assign the sheet. I want him to see only the warehouse. I want him to see only and also see the stock count. I want him to also see the ledgers. That is all I want Ivan to see. We now post. It's gone. So once you do that, you have set up Ivan to be able to use only those interfaces. Once Ivan logs in, he can only see those particular sheets that are assigned to him. You can also set up admins. Admins are those that can have complete access to the whole system except the database. The admin can see beyond 3 sheets. Okay, you can add an admin here and give a password to a particular admin to use a particular system. These are basic things that can be done. Now, based on the company's needs, you can also customize to show you other items you want to see on the interface, on the system, enable you to do your work and do your report correctly. Now you can also edit the inventory list if there are information you want to change, like the order level or the remark. Just come here and click on edit list. click on this big tab. Let's say want to use item number 5. Get data. Is there? Let's say you have a quantity of about 700 available, and one of those items has other components which was taken out from it. So we have 800 items available, but one is not complete. And say a component was taken from one item. You can edit this as time goes on and change what information you have in this format, and you save. That's how you edit your stock list. Okay, you can also edit your staff. Come here, click here. Let's say staff number 2. Get data. See Ivan again. This is the guy here. Say staff number 1. Get data. You have Femi Koka as staff number 1. You can just edit the information you have on the staff. Okay, that's basically it. So you can customize this, like I said earlier, to suit your needs. We already have your other level here. Now, if you want to enter a new product list, you come in here. Now, based on my mention request, we can customize this form to show the order cost or standard cost of item as you want to have. That means you want to predetermine the cost that will be used to purchase. You can also set up the order quantity on this form, but for now what we have is just the order level to enable you to also have minimum stock balance on this form to add all those boxes for you. Maybe you set up your warehouse, but for now this is what we have on this software. It is a multi-purpose software which can be customized further to suit the specific needs in the organization. Needs like the order quantity, economic order quantity, or minimum stock or buffer stock level. These are items that can be added to it. And to inform you again, stock policies are management policies. Management will decide the policy they want to run in their stock and how best they want to manage their stock based on the recommendations or audit reports from the auditors. They cannot decide with the programmers or the software managers to show, okay, we want to have these items customized for us to suit a specific need. That also can be customized in this system. Alright, so with that, so we can call it a day. Thank you very much.